Hey guys, I'm back with another Warframe build video, and today we'll be taking a look at Xaku, the broken Warframe. So, I'm not gonna lie, I did just pick Xaku up just a day or two ago since their release. Yep, since their release, because Xaku was pretty bad at release, and once they got reworked, I was too lazy to build Xaku, so I was like, I'll just ignore Xaku for now. I'll just take Zata's Whisper and be on with my day. But yeah, what's the build today? Shut up for this. Let me go to my abilities. Let me go to my abilities. Whatever. But yeah, today's all about Grass of Luck, or what I like to call it, gun bits or funnels from the Gundam series. But yeah, I call this gun bits. I'm just gonna be calling it gun bits from now. So yeah, don't mind that. So let's get into build. So as you can see, I have no Archon shards. This build really doesn't need Archon shards, but if you do want Archon shards, I would just recommend literally 5 Talforge strength shards so I can get so you can get the gun bits higher, and of course roar way higher than it should be. But yeah, I replaced Zata's Whisper for Roar because the gun bits does not affect Zata's Whisper for some reason. But it's probably because it is a gun buffing ability, unlike Roar, which is an ability buffer and also a weapon buffer. So yeah, I'll be removing Zata's for Roar so I can deal more damage with Grasp. So let's get into the build. So, as you can see here, I have Growing Power, Blind Reach, and Umbral Intensify being my only strength mods. Only, but I have 3. Overextended, Archon Stretch, and Reach being my range mods. Rolling Guard for my status removal and damage immunity for 3 seconds. And Archon Continuity for my duration. And as you can see also, I only have Equilibrium for my energy gain. Yes. This is the only thing I will be using that resembles any energy efficiency. That, and I'm also pairing it with Arcane Steadfast, of course, because free ability cast, 3 of them too. And I'm also pairing it up with Mystic Bond, which is a Sentinel Companion mod that gives me one free ability cast. Multi-augmented for more strength, of course, and Prime Sure-Footed for my knockdown resistant. This build is gonna be reliant, primer reliant, so I'm gonna use my Epitaph to prime them. So that's why this is here. Also, I do have a cheaper alternative build. As you can see, all I did was I remove oh my god, transient, blind reach for transient fortitude, rolling guard for redirection, and of course prime sure-footed for power drift for that extra power strength. So for the cheaper alternative build, you do need, in a way, to increase your strength if you don't have Mold Augmented by using Madurai, because Madurai does give you Slink Strength, 40% ability strength for 20 seconds. So what you have to do is you sling and then you do your abilities. That's only required for this build. Of course, the main build, completely fine. You can just shoot a target and then it'll do the armor strip, or wait for your Mold Augmented. But yeah, this is the build for the by Xaku. Here's the Epitaph build. As you can see, only viral. Only viral. Very, very freaking simple. A lot of fire rate because I really want to spam that. And my companion build. Companion weapon is not really needed today, so I'm only gonna be going over Synth, Deconstruct, and Mystic Bond. These 2 are really, really good. This is for Equilibrium, and this is for free casting speed. But yeah, that is the build, and I'll go into testing. So, Xaku is better in... Xaku is better in bigger tile sets, like Circulus, for example. This tile set is really huge. There's not the only problem with Circulus is that there's no good spawns. I can't find a good or decent spawn for this. I did make a community post where I did have 130 to 40 like KPM, which is around 700. But like, it's still bad to me. I mean, because like that's with good spawn. That was like with pretty decently good spawn, and yeah. As you can see with this build, the problem with this build is that getting energy takes a while, but once you already get that energy, boom, just done. Gaze them up. Did it? No. Gaze them up. There you go. As you can see, boom, they're all armor stripped. All armor stripped. And if they aren't armor stripped, they're still taking damage, as you can see, like a lot. They just die. This is also kinda a semi AFK build, because you can just AFK and be completely fine with it. Oh, look at that. My duration's almost done. Recast it. Gaze one of them here. Let's gaze this one. Everyone just dies. Armor strip. Armor strip. Remember that gaze also shield strips enemies, so anyone with shields will get stripped. But yeah, this is why I recommend a bigger tile set, because there are enemies that don't want to spawn, right? So I will just, oh my god, I will just roam around and gaze people. Let's see, let's look at you. Yeah, boom, they all died. These people are gonna die too without getting armor strip. These people are gonna die too without getting armor strip. I'll armor strip this group. Boom. But yeah, that's why I do want to roam a lot, so I can cast my gaze everywhere. Well, you can only cast two. Remember, you can only cast two at a certain point. You can't cast more than two. Gaze, I guess, gaze conduit. But yeah, this is why I don't usually do Circulus. They have weird spawn rates. It's really meh. But she's really good with bigger tile sets. So that's the only reason why I'm using Circulus today. And I want to test out the damage against the higher level Acolytes. It melts. Like, it really melts. Gaze, I mean not gaze. The gun bits does a lot of damage against the Acolyte. Really high damage. Same goes for the cheaper build. The cheaper build doesn't have roar, of course, because not a lot of players have the helmet yet, and they probably, if they do, they probably don't have roar just yet. They have to rebuild Rhino, remember. Oh my god, look at that. Not bad. Kills aren't bad. With spawn rates like these, it's decent. I did make a community post where I did get 130 to 40 KPM, around 724 kills in 5 minutes flat, which is pretty freaking good, because the tile set was actually pretty decent, and the spawn rates were good. Oh my god, Misery. Hello, Misery. But yeah, we'll see. As you can see, shield strip and Misery just melts, as you can see. Level 200 Misery. Oh my god. Very, very freaking strong. Very freaking strong. And against every Acolyte, this thing is gonna be really, really strong. Even with the cheaper build, even though it has like meh damage, you can see the significant difference between the cheap build versus the main build, because the cheap build doesn't have an arcane, or doesn't have arcane bolt augmented, but it still does a really good amount of damage. I shouldn't have gazed that one. Oh yeah, funny thing too is that you can actually gaze the Acolyte, so they just won't move. I wonder how long I can keep him gazed. But yeah, you can also gaze the Acolytes. They won't move at all. They won't do anything. It's just funny. Oh my god, look at that. He's so strong. Xaku's so strong. Look at that. My god. Oh my god. And also, reminder that any armor or anyone that gets hit by your ultimate be fuck, where are they? I'll just put it here. Anyone that gets hit by your ultimate will get reduced damage from void. Uh, you know, Xaku does a lot of void damage. I know I need to leave, but I want to kill the freaking frags first. I shouldn't have slowed them down. Oh, get away! Hey, yeah. That's Xaku, guys. Crazy, actually. Very crazy, very crazy. She does a lot of damage. Freaking armor strips, shield strips. If you want to put roar, you can. If you don't want to, it's also fine. If you're like a weapon, if you're a weapon user and you also want to use your weapons, but also using your gun bits, you can keep Zata's Whisper. Zata's Whisper is really good with weapons, of course. Does a lot of damage. Oh my god, why is it always here? I hate it when they spawn you there or put it there. Like, it's so annoying. But yeah, that's Xaku, the broken Warframe. She's actually broken in a way. In her own way, she's actually broken. Being able to do all of that. She does need a bit of investment though, I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, 6 forma. But yeah, let's go to the recap. As you can see, focus skill is gonna be Madurai. Very important for the cheap build. And here goes the build. Power strength, right? Power strength, range, efficiency, rolling guard for my survivability, continuity for my duration, prime sure-footed for my stagger. As you can see also earlier, I wasn't losing that much energy because there were a lot of energy on the floor because I didn't pick it up. Because I was only casting a few times. So yeah, here's the cheap build. Similar build. All I did was remove this, and this. But yeah, that is the build for the cheap one. My Epitaph gonna be here. Only viral, very simple viral speed build. My Dariga gonna have Synth Deconstruct and Mystic Bond, very important. And yeah, I don't think I left anything else besides you know, having roar. But yeah, that's the build, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. And thank you again for 200 subs. Very, very grateful. Goodbye.